No shit. Pull you up. Oh, my bad. I'm looking like pull you up. Yeah, I had to get a retwist today at work. White girl did my hair at work.
There we go. I had got my volume up.
Hold on, I ain't got my headphones on. Why am I sitting here talking? There we go. I'm sitting here talking, having a full-blown conversation.
Can't hear Scott.
Yeah, I'm a little goofy, delirious today.
On the phone.
Oh,
not
wait.
phone on live.
I want to use this one. This one.
1,000.
It don't work. I gotta get another plug for it. What did I just drop? How did I just drop? Oh, my headphone. My microphone working?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm just over here tangling
wire.
wire.
Yeah, the light ain't on. That's why I didn't turn the light. Hold on, I gotta make sure it's this mic though. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's going off on my phone. Webcam. Why is it going off my webcam? Oh. Audio. Where's my other microphone at? They only got my webcam microphone. Why is my webcam microphone only registered?
Maybe your headphones aren't plugged all the way in. Or you need
I'm talking about, well, I'm gonna go out and come back in. It's probably because I gotta go out and come back in.
I hate it when wires get tangled up. This one. He coming right back, y'all. See, there you go. Who in the bushes?
It's acting weird. Like I use my webcam microphone.
Well, you sound perfectly fine to me. Well, somebody would say something in the chat. You probably sound fine to them too.
No, I can hear myself in my headphone. Yeah, you was right. I didn't get what you were saying when you were saying about Charleston White. He instigated all that shit.
He instigated the whole thing, bro.
Yeah.
From start to finish, it would have never happened without Charleston.
Yeah, so like that's fucked up. That like you gave the man the gun, told him to shoot him,
yeah,
and then threw him under the bus and got yourself off.
Told on everybody.
Doing life. Or was it Dubutt that did it?
I think it was 2 or 3 people.
Because I knew the dude's last name is Doolittle or something like that. So I think it was.
I think one of the dudes got out, but he ain't the shooter. The shooter's still in, and that's the one Charleston keep going to the parole hearings about.
But that's fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
Like that's
he don't want him to get out. That's his ass.
That's more than cowardly. That's way more than cowardly. And I'm going to have when we get to the segment, I want to talk about this black fatigue stuff and the dude that shot the ding dong ditchers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking
No.
about? They were playing Ding Dong Ditch at 3 in the morning. Banged on this man's back door. The cops were called by the neighbors because they thought they were being burglarized too. He goes
Mm-hmm.
out there thinking he's getting robbed, and he shoot one of them. One of them didn't make it. One
That's
of them
messed
didn't make
up,
it,
but
and
all I can
he
say
got
to that,
charged with murder with no bail.
yeah, because they didn't have any weapons and stuff. You have to
Yeah,
meet
but
certain
it's 3 in the
criteria.
morning, sis. 3 in the morning.
It's
You bang, he
24
bang,
hours a day.
it wasn't
You
banging
know.
on the front door neither. They was banging on the back door. So that means you had to
Mhm.
open the yard, sneak around to the back, and bang on the back door. That's come on, sis. If it was the other way around, it would have been stand your ground and
I don't think so, because,
nah,
I
sis.
mean, look
It's,
it. Somebody knock on your door
it's a
at
white
3 a.m.
dude
and
and
that gives
a
you the
black.
right to shoot them.
They weren't knocking on the door. They were banging on the door. He thought
Banging,
somebody
not.
broke into his house.
So he went outside and shot them, right?
I don't know that part. That's why we're gonna watch it together. I don't know where he shot him at, but
If
I,
they
I,
were not in the confines of the home when he shot them, that's why it would be considered murder.
and I want to talk about that dude that snapped and unalived that cop.
Mm.
That man snapped. Was it
Yeah,
the
I'm out
same
the loop
cop?
right now.
Was it the same cop, or he just went and did it with the first cop he saw?
Mm-hmm.
Did Boozy reacted to the stuff in Cassie case?
So
Apparently she.
Cassie's testimony in the Diddy case.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah, apparently,
Hey,
like
me.
apparently she, what according to Boozy, she liked it because she either asked the man to give her a golden shower or something of that. I gotta watch the whole thing, but something about a golden shower is it got thrown in the mix. Tory Lanez, I want to talk about that. Tory Lanez got.
Got stabbed 14
Yeah,
times.
they said he stabbed him in his head, his face, his lung
His back,
collapsed.
yeah, both his lungs collapsed.
They said
Tory
that,
Lanez, yesterday,
yeah,
he got stabbed
yeah,
14 times. 7
I,
times in the torso, 3 in the back of the head, 1 on the side of the head, and 2 in the upper chest or something like that.
they said it. They were saying on the internet if
They say he
Tory
said,
didn't make it, that would have been the end of Meg's career.
probably he got stabbed 14 times.
You said you're going to Roots Picnic in Philly. Definitely let me know when y'all come down here. Definitely let me know when it is, because I'll definitely try to get up there and come see y'all.
So they say he's breathing on his own now.
Yeah, that would have definitely been the end of Meg's career. But the stuff in the Charleston White video, like it's stuff on there that I ain't even see. I haven't
Oh,
seen yet. And
no, they
this
didn't say it
man,
was life threatening. They said he's not in
his
danger
lung
right
collapsed.
now. Yeah, they say
That's life threatening.
he off the yeah it is, but he's not on oxygen anymore.
Oh yeah,
He
not now. Yeah,
he
yeah,
can
yeah,
breathe independently. So yeah,
yeah, yeah.
he made a
Yes.
statement yesterday.
Put
Yesterday
your
evening
mom remote back. If you want to watch TV, watch it in your room.
that he was fine and
Yeah,
thank
get a
you
piece
for
of
all
cake.
the prayers and wishes that came his way. And his team made a statement that Tory made.
Yeah, that's. I think I agree with the people online. If he wouldn't have made it, I definitely do believe that that would have been the end of Meg's career because you got that man on the line. You got him in jail for 10 years for some shit that I don't believe. My personal opinion, I don't believe he had did. But on the other hand, he know who did it, and he should have spoke the fuck up and said who did it.
But didn't the driver disappear or something, man?
You trying to be a gangster and not be a snitch, nigga. You facing 10 years for some shit you ain't do, and they all putting it
I
on
thought
you.
the chauffeur disappeared so he couldn't get a testimony.
Yeah, I ain't hear that part. But yeah, Jay-Z probably paid that shit off.
Yeah, he didn't show
That's
back
what
up
they thinking
after
it is
trial was
too.
over.
That's what they suspecting too. They think Jay-Z got him hit up in there because they know he appealing this shit about to get
They
out.
always want to say Jay-Z put a hit out on somebody.
You never know, sir.
But missing the common denominators. Don't shoot for the stars yet. You ain't looked on the ground.
I ain't
Cause
saying it was me who
anybody,
believed
look,
it. I said they said it.
it could be a Meg fan that was in there locked up and just decided they was gonna get it. You shot
I don't
Meg
think
in her
too many.
pinky toe.
I
I
don't
don't
think too
know.
many.
People weird, bro.
Sis, I
Especially
don't think
about
too many Meg
celebrities.
the Stallion fans that are in jail are poking anybody. They probably getting poked, not the way you think. I don't think
I
too
didn't
many
say
Meg the
fan.
Stallion fans in jail is poking
I
people.
ain't
They
saying
getting poked.
fan like that. Well, more like stalker, because most of the celebrities have one.
Okay, yeah, you put it that way. I was going to say they probably getting poked, but it
No, I
ain't
didn't
no
say
ice
fan
pick.
literally. I'm saying, somebody obsessed with Meg. It could be anybody.
Yeah,
They always want to say it was some celebrity because normal stuff doesn't happen to celebrities according to the internet. They
yeah,
don't die. They always have to be sacrificed. All kind of
yeah.
stuff. And they just as human as you and me.
That's true. Everybody, yeah, I do get tired of the whole heap of sacrifice shit. Um, I think I want to start with Tory Lanez survives an attack. No, I don't want to watch Pissy Poppy. He did something, but I really don't want to. I'm so sick of this
Yo, I'm finna fix me something to eat. I'll be back later.
motherfucker.
Pissy Poppy.
Yeah, yeah, I'm just so sick of this motherfucker. I want to switch lanes. Unless y'all want to hear this nigga, I want to switch lanes. Well, matter of fact, let's hear what conspiracies he put up on here. Let's hear what conspiracies this nigga did put up on here. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I got it in black too. Thank you. Says my head stiff to the motherfucker though right now. Let's hear what Pissy Poppy had to say. Oh, Tory got husky. Out of all pictures of Tory Lanez, look at the one you picked. He the only one that used this picture too. He the only one that used this picture. Out of all pictures of Tory Lanez on the goddamn internet, he picked the one with his muscle, with his, what he like to say, his nipples out. He picked the only naked picture with the muscles and nipples out.
Shall we begin? Shall we begin? Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off those shoes and super violate that like button.
Wait. First of all, before we start, Lily, Taquanda, whatever your fucking name is, who the fuck keep letting this man pick his outfits? This nigga can't match to save his motherfucking life. Oh, we ain't doing him the whole lot. Don't worry, Mr. Switchy. He just this part to get people into the chat, and then we switching lanes. And I just wanted to hear what happened with Tory Lanez. But I wanted to hear what he had to say what happened with Tory Lanez. But Mr. Switchy, you notice, look at the picture. Out of all pictures, he chose a Tory Lanez. Out of all the pictures of Tory Lanez on the goddamn internet, This nigga chose the bucket naked picture with he like to say his nipples out. Make sure y'all hit that like button.
It don't cost nothing to show love. Well, let's get to this Tory Lanez update. Tory was stabbed 14 times, including 7 wounds to his back, 14 to his torso, 2 to the back of his head, and 1 to the left side of his face. Both of his lungs collapsed.
How much y'all want to bet he gonna create his own narrative?
And he was placed on a breathing apparatus. He is now breathing on his own, despite being in pain. He is talking normal, good spirit, deeply thankful to God that he is pulling through. He also wants.
Oh, it ain't nothing wrong with the hat, nigga. It's the fact that he wear it with. This nigga got 17 colors on. The pink don't match with the other pink. You got a pink and gold shirt on with a purple hat, a purple Lakers hat at that. This nigga can't dress for shit. He be swearing he fly. This nigga swear up and down he fly. Nigga, you got the match to be fly.
Wants to thank everyone for their continued prayers and support.
Watch you create.
We love. Bring it back. Come rewind.
Oh God.
7 wounds to the back.
Shit is so ass.
4 to his torso. 1 to the left side of his face. They tried to turn his TV off. Yeah, absolutely. They tried to rock his snot box. They tried to take him off the shot clock, my nigga.
It's gonna be a
they tried to disconnect his cable forever. Listen, man. There's a lot of theories going around, but I'm not gonna get into the Megan Thee Stallion theory of conspiracy and Jay-Z and all the rest of them sending
that's first
on him. Nah, jail is jail. And I want you to understand the dynamics of jail, right?
You ain't doing that shit because you know Jay-Z come after the people that try to put the conspiracies out. That's the only reason why you ain't doing it, because you know Jay-Z is petty and he'll sue you, dumbass.
And I think it's time for me to start getting into my jail stories. Like really. Because niggas try to tell you that I wasn't in jail when I ain't spent years in jail. I did. I really did.
We didn't say you didn't spend years in jail. We said you didn't spend years in jail for murder. There's a difference. You spent time in jail for beating up women. You didn't spend no time in jail for murder. There's a difference.
And I was in jail in the beginning when that blood thing started, and there was a war going on with the Latin Kings and Yetas. And see, I've learned a lot of things being on Rikers Island, because Rikers Island was a hellhole. A hellhole? A hellhole. Niggas was playing razor tags in the...
Nigga, every jail is a fucking hell. Why everybody try to make their jail seem like it's the worst? Every jail is a hellhole, nigga. It's jail. I hate when niggas try to one-up their jail. Like, who does that? At 50 years old, why are you trying to make your jail seem harder than everything and everybody else? Rikers Island isn't the hardest jail not even in the United States.
Hallways in the household, like going to court was crazy. And see, in Tory Lanez situation, right?
I knew it too. My bad. I'm gonna let it play, but I knew it. I got how much you want to bet that he's gonna talk more about himself in his jail time than the actual story.
It ain't too different, because the vatos in the streets, some of them were down with the homies, Bloods, Cuz, Crips, whatever you want to call it. But in jail, the Hispanics get very racist. Very, very racist. I've never seen nothing like it in my life.
I know, nigga. I'm looking at one of the most racist Hispanics on the fucking planet. You, nigga.
When I was in the streets, the Puerto Ricans and the blacks got along. We was together. But in jail, nah. It was like we didn't know each other. And it was rare that you find a Puerto Rican that was running with the blacks. But when you found a Puerto Rican that was running with the blacks, they got busy because they had to, because their own kind was going to air them out for being traitors. And now you got Tory Lanez, right? I know the dynamics of jail. Tory Lanez is a rich nigga. He got the bag. So now that Tory Lanez got the bag, all the dudes that's in jail around him, he's helping them to level up, which is basically having it's a power shift.
Get up, Shane. He obviously ain't helping them level up if he got poked up, nigga. He obviously ain't helping too many. Douglas, what's up? He obviously is not helping too many niggas if he got stabbed up, my nigga. See, I told you he was going to try to create his own narrative instead of reading the actual fucking story. All he did was read the details of what happened to him. He didn't read the details of why it happened. None of that. Because he wants to spin his own narrative and talk about his own jail stay. Guaranteed.
Let's keep in mind, man, the same way niggas eat in the streets, niggas is eating in jail. In the music industry, Tory is not doing any shows anymore. In the music industry, even if he was out here producing music is not selling no more because people are streaming it for free. So music is not selling. Tory still has to eat. So now he's in jail. I'm not sure. Listen, man, I ain't trying to have a full conversation and give the feds the full dynamics of what I think he's in there doing. That's not my place. I'm just trying to give y'all enough to know that.
Nigga, but you give the feds a full dynamic of what Big U and fucking Whack 100 is doing. You get a full details of that though. Or if it ain't your enemy, see, that's how you know that you a snitch. Because you was willing to tell all the details of what Whack been doing and Big U been doing. But you ain't gonna get a full details of what Tory's been doing. Why would they listen to you anyway? You're not in jail. You don't have the inside scoop. What the fuck would they listen to you for? That's what I'm saying. People still stream, you dumbass. He just want the rap game to be over because he's not in it.
That in jail, you can't outshine the master. You can't come inside somebody else's house, somebody else's prison that was already established and make a power shift and start the money starts changing.
Creating his own narrative.
Niggas is going to go to war over that bag. Not no gambling. Niggas is going. Tory got money. He ain't even got to waste his time with somebody. Some of the rumors y'all putting out there, no. Tory is in there playing big dog status.
Right?
He playing big dog status.
Wait. He
ain't even got to waste his time with somebody. Some of the rumors y'all putting out there.
You telling other people that they putting out rumors, but you're literally creating your own narrative right now, which is a rumor. Am I missing something here? Everybody came up with their own opinion of what they think is going on. And you're doing the same thing, but you're pointing the finger at them saying y'all create rumors, and you didn't even read the whole story. You just read where he got stabbed. Yeah, he's slow as shit. Remedial. You're literally creating a narrative right now.
No. Tory is in there playing big dog status. He playing big dog status.
Yeah, he just
big dog. He letting his nut hangs. He's letting
his nut hangs. He letting his nut hangs.
And his nuts hang. and all the strong niggas in there that's behind him, I can't tell you why.
What are you talking about?
Nobody was there to save Tory with that kind of stabbing, because sometimes in jail, you got to understand something. When
if you can't, wait, let me get this straight. Your reason for why they stabbed him would explain why. Wait, that don't make sense, bro. You got a reason for why they stabbed him, but not a reason. Wouldn't that fall under the same umbrella? You saying that he got the bag and he paying niggas and he doing this, that, and the third. So wouldn't that explain part two of why or why not people weren't or were not around him? Because it doesn't fit your narrative. Your narrative doesn't make sense. You one hand you say that he paying people in there and the power shifting, right? So if the power shifting, that means there should have been people around him to protect him at all times. But it doesn't fit your narrative, so you can't explain why. He's a fucking idiot, bro.
you moving through jail, if they called you for a visit, sick call, or they called you to go wherever you going, you can't always have 10 niggas moving through the jail with you, depending on where he was on his way to. On top of the fact that, nigga, it's clear as day, that was a hit. Tory had God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God. He had it because he's Muslim. Salam alaikum to my Muslim brother. That nigga had God on his side because he was not supposed to survive that many holes inside of him. How 50 Cent? Because I'm here for a real reason. Because he got hit like I got hit like he got hit, but he ain't effing breathing. Many men. Wow. Tory Lanez, you here for a real reason, and it's to be great. It is to be great. It's to be the best version of who you are. You here for a reason, my niggas. They try to take
you dick riding, and you got a half naked picture of this man on your sitting up by your head. You definitely like Tory. Tory is another one. That nigga got a crush on Tory. I'm pretty sure Tory wouldn't fuck with you. And then you got the picture where his drawers is halfway down his pants too. What type of zesty shit is that?
My nigga off the shot clock. He's still here. I just hope that and pray that them stabbing him the way that they stabbed him in the side of his face, you tried to take his voice? Was you trying to take his voice? I just hope that he still has his voice, that angelic voice that had brothers, you know, if you love me, say it.
Angelic voice. Hold on. Back that up. Did this nigga just say another grown-ass man had an angelic voice? Yo. Did this nigga just say that another grown-ass man had an angelic voice? Well, I don't even know. I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro. I don't even know how to unpack that one. That was just straight zest. You got a naked picture of him on your shit. You dick riding. And then you said the nigga had an angelic voice, bro. He said, I swear you gotta go. Bro. You don't get no gayer than that.
I just hope that he still has his voice, that angelic voice that had brothers, you know, voice. If you love me, say it, do it. But I tell you one thing though. I want brothers and sisters to unite after this war. Huh? Oh no. Tag, you're it. Now it's time for me to tag you back, my nigga. Reading between the lines. Nah. Absolutely not.
What's up, Max?
And
hey,
shout
Max.
out to all about those.
Hey, Max, I can't even hold you. The Knicks. I've been waiting. I was wondering why you emailed me the other day. I was like, what the fuck is Max email? I was half asleep when I saw it. And I forgot all about it until I just saw you in the chat. And then when I heard about the Knicks yesterday at work, I was like, that's why he emailed me. The Knicks is, I ain't gonna lie, they doing their thing. Quaz, what's up, good brother? Chris, what's up? Aki, what's up? But yeah, that was extremely gay. That nigga said he had an angelic voice. Tory, stay away from him. Stay away from this nigga when you get out. Because good God, he moist. He's saturated.
Out there, all the Mexicans out there, man. You know what I mean? Ain't no love lost, but nigga, I believe in an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Huh? Whether you read the Bible, whether you read the Quran, whichever one you want to read, like, nah, you don't hit dogs like that and somebody don't get hit back. So, well, how big said? Somebody got to die. If I go, you got to go. Somebody got to die. Let the gunshots blow. Nah, you.
Wait a minute. You just said you're not going to let the FBI incriminate him. You're not going to say nothing to incriminate him. And then turn around and say something to incriminate him. Am I in a fucking Twilight Zone here? Or are these niggas getting dumber and dumber and dumber? Or not these niggas, him in particular. Good God, he moist for the Lord. Is he? Hey, Blicky, you like my vest? I was waiting for you to come up. Blicky, you like the vest? I took the padding out. Like my vest, you still can't stab through the bottom. I took the padding out the top because it was too fucking heavy. But you still can't stab through this part. You definitely not stabbing through this part. You like the vest, Blicky? You like the vest? I'm surprised you ain't noticed.
You don't hit Tory like that, and niggas don't hit back. But we gonna stay tuned. Oh, we gonna keep our ears to the street, because retaliation is definitely a must after hitting Tory like that.
Why is he saying it as if he's going to do something? You thought it was a jersey? No, it's a bulletproof vest. Well, it's not bulletproof. It's not a bulletproof. I took the padding out, but it's a vest. It's a vest. But he said he puddling. He said he paddling. Why is he saying this shit as if he gonna do something about it? It's a must. Why are you speaking for Tory as if he know you and you know him and you finna do something about it? You ain't even do nothing to the niggas that shot that pew Jim. Fuck is you talking? First, before you worry about Tory getting his revenge, you need to get your revenge back on 3 people. The 2 niggas that palled you and Bambada taking your ass. How the fuck is you talking about revenge is a must and a nigga took your ass and he's still walking around? I must be in the Twilight Zone. He said, you know, you gotta try to fit in. He said, you got some scappy plates. But yeah, again, back to what I was saying. Why is he saying something as if he gonna go into jail and get revenge back for him. You nigga, you don't even get revenge back for yourself. So why is you on here talking about revenge is a must? You don't even get revenge for yourself. Niggas didn't bust you in the head with bottles, threw bottles at you, at your head. Niggas didn't pow-powed you. Niggas didn't ran up in your ass. Where was that revenge? He talking about Tory as if he about to, like he about to get it. Revenge is a must. And no offense to my, that's what made me say it, because he was like, no offense to my Mexican niggas, as if he like about to do something about it. Nigga, you ain't finna do shit. You won't even do nothing for yourself. Nigga still walking around with your booty hole wrapped around his ding-a-ling.
Nah. And we're not going to sit up there and start attacking Megan Thee Stallion. Whatever they went through in a domestic violence situation is what they went through. Men and women go through shit in a relationship. A man ain't got no business putting his hands on a woman. I don't know if Tory is really guilty or not in that situation.
Huh? Hold on. Back that up. Hold on. We got to line this up perfectly. 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 Now, what he just say?
The situation is what they went through. Men and women go through shit in a relationship. A man ain't got no business putting his hands on a woman. I don't know if Tory go through shit in a relationship. A man ain't got no business putting his hands on a woman. Men and women go through shit in a relationship. A man ain't got no business putting his hands on a woman. Men and women go through shit in a relationship. A man ain't got no business putting his hands on a woman.
Now, you gotta keep that in mind. I want you to keep that part in mind. What he just said. A man ain't got no business putting his hands on a woman, right? No business, y'all.
When Math gets angry and he turns into the Incredible Hulk, aka Math Diddy, Math Hoffa.
Right, man. So much fake outrage. A man ain't got no business putting his hands.
Because I want y'all to understand something. I will remind the female that you are not a man. I will slap the dog shit out of you. Do not jump in my face aggressively. Slap the dog shit out of you. Because I want y'all to understand something. I will remind the female that you are not a man. I will slap the dog shit out of you. I will remind the female that you are not a man. I will slap the dog shit out of you. I will remind the female that you are not a man. I will slap the dog shit out of you.
Stone cold weirdo. You don't stand for nothing. Rex, what's up, good brother? You don't stand for nothing. And you think this is bad? Wait till you see Charleston White shit. It's so many flip-flops, and wait till you see this Charleston. Bull put all Charleston White shit together, all into one video. And when y'all see this video, y'all gonna be like, I didn't even know he did all this. Oh yeah, Charleston White's a serial killer too. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Serial killers start off torturing animals, right? If I'm not mistaken, they start off torturing animals, right? Dr. Umar 3 times around, right? Nigga's a weirdo. He don't stand for nothing. Yeah, you gonna see why I said that in the next video. Watch, you gonna see why I said that. Charleston White's a fucking serial killer, in my opinion. God damn, y'all in the chat got my watch going off.
I don't know if Tory is really guilty or not in that situation. I don't want to make that girl into a victim again if she was a victim before. We're not going to do that. I'm not doing that on my platform. I'm not going to sit there and blame her because now he's in there. He got to serve his time.
You're not going to blame her, but you blamed every other victim. We just watch you blame Smokey Robinson's victim. We watch you blame Cassie. We watch you blame the bull from the Tyler Perry shit. We watch you blame the other lady. We didn't watch you blame B-Stanger, the dude, the jiu-jitsu dude. We didn't watch you victim shame and blame every other victim, but you don't want no parts of this one, right?
And we just got
the one that's actually not a victim. You don't want no parts of that. He's the ass backwards, yo.
I pray that he make it out. And see, I want you people, if you got somebody in jail that you love, I need for you to understand the same way that you see Tory is going through it. Some of your family is going through the same shit. They just ain't calling home telling you everything that they're going through. If you got somebody in jail that you love, look out for them. Write them. Check up on them. Go visit them.
My nigga, you got a nigga tatted on your arm. And we ain't seen you write that nigga a motherfucking sticky note. You ain't even write that nigga a sticky note. Shouldn't we be saying that about Eric? 25 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Should we be saying that about Eric? Because we ain't seen you make no jail phone calls. We ain't seen you write no letters. We ain't seen you get no letters. None of that. How dare you say that? And all your niggas is in jail right now that you claim. And we ain't seen you phone home. None of them niggas phone home to you. We ain't seen you write no letters. Fuck you telling other niggas, instructing other people on shit that you don't even do. That's the part that kills me the most about him. He's always instructing people to do something that he don't even do. He said, can someone please explain to me why he has two pictures of a shirtless man by back? I said the same thing, Rex. I said the same thing, Rex. That nigga like looking at half-naked niggas. That nigga like looking at half-naked niggas.
Because you thinking it's sweet in there. No. They got to keep an open eye. They sleeping with the enemy. And I can tell you right now, I don't think y'all understand.
The only nigga I know that ever was sleeping with the enemy was you. When you slept with Bam.
And ain't nothing worse than going to war with a bunch of racist dudes with razors and knives that you have no choice but to face every day because y'all sleeping up under the same jail cell. Y'all in the same housing areas. It's only a matter of time before y'all bump heads going through the metal detectors and sneaking out in the yard and it be on. It's only a matter of time, you know, and that's my take on the situation. Tory Lanez started stepping on toes in there. And even if he didn't mean to do it intentionally, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Even if he didn't mean to do it intentionally, he started leveling up the niggas that was in there. Word on the street, this Christmas time, everybody went shopping for commissary. He made sure everybody in the jail went shopping for commissary last Christmas. So if he
word on the street, so you don't have confirmation that this actually happens. See, all your shit is all secondhand information. Can you actually bring us some fucking valid information, bro? Because everything that you put out is always second and third party information. You can't call yourself a journalist or a blogger if you're not going out there getting the information, the actual information. You hear it from somebody that heard it from somebody that heard it from somebody that heard it from somebody.
He doing that for the inmates in there, those black inmates in there, I could imagine what else he's doing with his money to put niggas in position. Because believe it or not, the dudes in prison is getting more money than dudes in the street.
What?
I've seen dudes come home from jail with hundreds of thousands of dollars.
So why you come home broke? If that's the case, why you come home broke on bed by the couch? 31 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button and support the channel with the Cash App and the PayPal. Still ain't get that loud pack, so hit the Cash App and the PayPal. But if that's the case, why are you coming home broke? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why do you keep coming? Why you come home and lay on Bam couch?
And I seen niggas come home from jail dead broke. It is what it is. That's my take on the situation. Prayers up for Tory Lanez. Hopefully he get out of this situation. My advice to you, Tory, man, chill out. Matter of fact, nigga, go to PC. We want to see you come home. I'm dead serious. Listen, man.
You think that's funny? The man got stabbed and almost lost his life. You think it's a joke? We're glad to see that you think it's a joke. Africa First, what's up with you? Lorene, what's up with you?
Sometimes niggas got to get their egos out of the way. I can't see myself going to PC because I'm too much of a warrior. But at the same time, I understand, like, Tory Lanez made it to a level in life where you can't let the crabs in the barrel take you back or take you from getting back to that level. Because when Tory come home, how that nigga, what Alpo said, because when I get out of here, I'm still going to be the king. That nigga Alpo came home from jail, and niggas still feared that nigga. When Tory get out of jail,
they obviously didn't fear Alpo if they unallowed him. They obviously didn't fear him if they unalived him a few months after him getting out. Obviously, nobody feared him.
And he put that mic in his hand, nigga, the crowd's going wild.
Wait, what did you just do?
Home from jail, and niggas still feared that nigga. When Tory get out of jail, and he put that mic in his hand, nigga, the crowd's going wild. Put that mic in his hand, nigga, the crowd's going wild. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. And I got a lot more topics coming today. One of my next topics I'm about to touch upon is that 16-year-old girl that she caught a slug to her dome in the Bronx, and Haas is heated about it. Oh, I'm so heated.
Hold on. Yo, hold on for a second, y'all. Let me go help my mom with these bags. I gotta go grab these bags real quick. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. All right. I'm so heated at the man Fisher. He said he's such an agent. What's the narrative? Somebody from outside. Someone poke him up, but I was trying to say he made enemies. Yeah, that's basically what he did. But let's get into this Charleston White video. This shit is off. Yo, I'm letting y'all know it now. There's a lot of trigger warnings in this video. Whole lot of trigger warnings in this video.
But I was just testing your security. That little young white boy, he ain't good enough. For
Can't
real?
stop. Yo! Can't stop, huh? Somebody can't bring no mace.
No, I brought this for you, nephew.
Oh, what is it? No, it's yours a taser.
I ain't gonna lie. Bring me one too.
You can't stop. Damn, you heard how ferocious he said? Just man, wanna fight.
How many extra ones you got in there?
That does not sound ferocious. Shit, we know he retarded.
And over his time in the spotlight, he's even veered into full Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks territory with...
No, but the shit is crazy though. Like, you're gonna see how much he flip-flops. He'll still have one stance on something, then you'll see him do the opposite, just like Hassan. But he worse. I thought Hassan was the worst. He's the worst. This coon ass nigga got white women matter shirt. Like what's the point of that, bro? Like, I think niggas that do that shit, you just doing it to say, hey, I'm hey white folks. I'm for you guys. Look at me. I'm turning my back on my people. Will you love me now?
some of his remarks.
Anywhere else in America. Yeah, where they got white people. Look like everybody know their place around here. Everybody mind their business.
Do you feel more at home here or like inside of Nigeria?
Nigerians are ugly. I ain't ever seen a handsome Nigerian or a pretty Nigerian woman.
This is Thames. She one of the most famous singers right now.
You'll pass.
Damn.
I like
that she is bad as shit. Now you gonna try to keep calling people ugly, nigga? Have you looked in the mirror, my nigga? Like, for real, like, have you ever like looked at yourself in the mirror? Now I don't mean to be judging a nigga looks, but you fugly, nigga.
Nigerian woman.
This is Thames. She one of the most famous singers right now.
You'll pass.
Damn.
I like
He just said that. He just said that just to be divisive. Yeah, pass. Yeah, right.
light-skinned girls, really.
Sorry.
How you gonna say you like light-skinned girls and your wife is licorice black? Look like the female gremlin. We ain't never see you with a pretty girl. No, we did see you with one of your side hoes in that one video. But how you gonna say you this is how you know he was just being divisive, pass, and he just wanted to be divisive? Because he said he liked light-skinned women, but his wife is licorice black. Like blick. Like the darkest my hair. Black. What type of shit is that? Yeah, your wife is darker than the fucking night sky. No, he's still with her.
too big. Yeah, give me a Kardashian. Fuck a Nigerian, nigga.
This is Arya Starr. She a famous Nigerian artist.
Yeah. She might can get it.
Would you ever move there?
I wouldn't even visit Africa. They don't have no Chick-fil-A's out there.
Smash or pass?
Okay.
First one we got Sexy Red.
Pass. She just had an STD according to her baby daddy.
Have you ever paid back in the day?
Nah,
Okay. You interested?
nah.
Okay. You'll never run for president.
You give up all your privacy.
What?
Yeah, you like to get.
Bro, you see what these niggas do? Like, but I could see, like, the young bull, like, Charleston, you too old for this shit, bro. You too old to be doing this shit for likes and views, bro. He is too. But Charleston is double old. You 50-something years old, bro. And you acting like this. You crooning out for views. Look at this goofy motherfucker. Both of them need their ass whipped. I know neither one of these niggas can come to the black community. And I dare you be on some coon shit and then wear your hair in a black style. An African style at that. Dreadlocks didn't originate in Jamaica. That shit came from Africa. Dreadlocks was pretty much the first hairstyle ever. I hope the lady that did his hair don't do his hair no more after seeing this shit. Goofy ass niggas. You willing to? And I don't get this get up here. Like, you got a Trump shirt on, but you dress like a Saint Lunatic in the 2000s.
Get high, you can't sneak and get high.
Put all your dirty laundry out there, and they got nothing on you. Look at Bill Clinton.
Capable of producing memorable quotes at a moment's notice, the man, also known as Rat Williams, has become one of the most sought-after interviews in the entire game. But while you may think that he's just an amusing oddity of a guy,
But I blame these fucking coon ass niggas that keep interviewing him. Whether you confront him or you just let him talk, you're still giving a nigga a platform to spread this shit, this hatred of anything and everything. So in my eyes, I don't give a fuck if you bringing him on your show to confront him or just let him get views. You still a coon in my eyes because you shouldn't be giving this nigga a platform, period. And he's able to do this shit because you stupid motherfuckers keep interviewing.
there's a much more sinister side to this man than you might have thought. In fact, both his past and present have proven that beneath the humor lurks his true nature and some unforgivable deeds that he...
And to be honest with you, he's just like Hassan. Everybody that he lined up with, he flipped on. Everybody that he lined up with, he flipped on. Little Woody, Aiden Ross, Hassan flipped on him. Name it, you name it. Anybody that he aligned himself with, he wound up flipping on.
He's been behind in his life. It's your boy Luesta, and this is the dark side of Charleston White.
Shout out to this channel too. This channel is called Luesta. He got 1.665 million subscribers.
Throughout his time in the public
Shout out to
eye,
him.
Charleston has made a living off of shocking the public with his remarks. However, he's always maintained that there's a little exaggeration at play, and it's really just his true personality ramped up.
I reflect. What most people see me, man, is a reflection of our communities, right? The reflection of what we see on social media, a bunch of bullshit, some entertainment, some foolishness. So I'm all that in one. So why should I apologize when I'm reflecting our communities and then I'm...
Yeah, I'm getting tired of him using rappers and other black people as an excuse for his behavior too. And there's a lot of stupid motherfuckers out there that fall for this shit. The nigga used whenever you point out his fucked up behavior or his hypocrisy. Oh, the rappers do it. Oh, our community do it. What the fuck do that got to do with you? A 50-year-old man should not, when you point out his wrongs, he point the finger at somebody else. That's elementary school shit. And you're going to see him do this a whole lot in this video. Whenever he gets called out for his shit. Oh, the rappers do it. Oh, the community do it. Oh, this person does this and that person does that. Why? Because you're supposed to be better than them. You acting as if you're more intelligent and more civilized than the people that you're talking about. But then when people call out your behavior, you use them as an excuse. Where they do that at 50 years old?
I'm speaking against the things that hurt our communities, and then in real life, I'm working to repair the harm of our communities, man. So no, I ain't apologizing for the fucking thing.
But not everyone
Right.
sees him as just this harmless entity on social media who's using outrageousness to spread the word about his community activism. In fact, he majorly splits his opinion with some people, refusing to forget about some of the most horrifying things he's ever done.
You know, I'm gonna let it play. One more question. Who uses negativity to spread so-called positivity? Like how that doesn't even work. How are you using negativity and just plain ignorance to spread intelligence and positivity? How does that even work?
If you genuinely like Charleston White and tune into his lives every time he's up, there's something wrong with you. This man has said every degenerate evil thing imaginable, and he still gets
Right.
support. Crazy. While others
Right.
think he's
What's
simply
wrong
a
with you?
source of entertainment, natural-born comedian. So what exactly are those people who are so concerned about his influence on the public, referring to him when they say that he shouldn't have a platform? Well, for starters,
shouldn't.
let's go back to the incident that started his entire journey from ex-con to motivational speaker. Because now it turns out that he handled it in a way that's turning off even some of his biggest supporters.
September 16th, I ran away from home and I went on a crime spree. September 18th, that crime spree led to a guy by the name of Michael Levy losing his life. So, man, I just want to
Rex, appreciate the 5. I appreciate the 5. If anybody else want to put something on that loud packet, the Cash App, at the PayPal, going along your screen at the bottom or at the top of the chat. And also stick around, because when we get into the black fatigue and the racial issues in the part of the section, I will be doing an open panel this live stream. I will be posting the link in the chat for people to come up and give their opinion on this so-called black fatigue and this man unaliving the little white kid that was playing Ding Dong Dixie, Ding Dong Ditch at 3 in the fucking morning. I will be having an open panel for that later on during this live stream, so stick around. Like I said, though, hit the like button, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, support the channel.
some jackets so I can have me a starter jacket to wear at Tingles. All I had to do was go home, man, and ask my mama to buy me one. There was a white guy by the name of Michael Levy in the parking lot working on his car. And so he saw what was happening, saw us running out, and tried to thwart us, tried to stop us from stealing those jackets. He ran, jumped on top of the car, started hitting the windshield. Glass was shattering in my friend's face. I handed him the gun and instructed him to shoot Mr. Levy. He shot me in my friend's face. I handed him the gun and instructed him to shoot Mr. Levy. Shattering in my friend's face. I handed him the gun and instructed him to shoot Mr. Levy.
You heard what he said, right? He handed his homie the gun. So that man wouldn't have lost his life if Charleston White wasn't in the car. He handed his homie the gun. See, this is the fucked up shit that I'm talking about here. You handed your homie the gun, instructed him to unalive that man, and then when he does it, you tell on him and get him life, and you get out when you are the cause and effect of all of it. He the one who convinced his homies to steal. It got the man to chase him. Then when the man chased him, he gives the gun to his homie, the pew-pew to his homie, and instruct that homie to unalive that man. That should let you know his character and what type of person he is. That right there should let you know off the bat what type of person he is. Foul. He's the worst kind of scumbag there is.
He shot Mr. Levy. We drove away laughing.
This story here is one you've likely.
Now, I want y'all to remember this. Listen what he said when they drove away. He said, we drove away laughing.
He shot Mr. Levy. We drove away laughing.
This story here.
We drove away laughing. I want y'all to keep that in your mind. Put a 1 in the chat if you got it up here now. Just put a 1 in the chat if you got it up here. What he just said. He said we drove away laughing. Put a 1 in the chat if you got it up here. If you got you made a mental note.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Don't worry, I'll wait. Put a 1 in the chat if you got a mental note. He said we drove away laughing. He instructed his homie. He gave the gun to his homie, instructed him to pew that man, causing his death. And then he said, we drove away laughing. Keep that in mind.
Is one you've likely heard before. It's the one which took him from small-time crook to Rolling 60s member before he renounced gang life and dedicated himself to keeping the youth from making the same mistakes as him. But while he insisted that everyone involved cooperated with the cops to a certain extent, Charleston, who spent 12 years in prison, insisted that he wasn't a snitch.
Gotta be paperwork on a snitch, homie. It ain't no rap.
And then remember this when he was saying can't nobody when everybody started calling him a snitch in the beginning, he said can't nobody find no paperwork on me, can't nobody find no evidence. Whoever put this video out, Charleston owed that nigga $25,000.
No rap without no paperwork. It ain't no such thing as an anonymous snitch. February of 2020, homie.
You ain't no paperwork because you was a minor.
Last year, I got with Dallas.
That's the part that everybody missed. It usually ain't no paperwork when you're a minor.
Global and a few other media outlets. So I put out a little old reward, man, $25,000 reward, man. But homie, I ain't no foreman. I ain't no. That's internet talk, right?
But through new footage emerging, it seems there's more to the story than meets the eye. These days, Charleston has maintained that they never steered away from the fact that he's on the side of the informants.
Is that snitching?
If it is, I hope it is. I want to snitch. I want to snitch. I want to tell. Whatever they call telling, snitching.
So this is y'all leader. This is y'all leader. He flip-flops. Flip-flops. Get the flip-flop shit on me. Oh, where my meaning at? Get the flip-flop shit on me. You just said you ain't a snitch, and then turned around and said you want to snitch.
I want to do it, and I want to make it cool to do it. It's no honor amongst thieves. So why do I have to be honorable amongst thieves? Why? We all criminals and crooks. Why do I have to be honorable amongst y'all, man? No, I don't want to. Everybody play by them rules, lose.
However, it turns out that with newly resurfaced footage, he was talking from first-hand experience. Because as it turns out, he snitched on every co-defendant and even wound up on the 10 o'clock news as a 14-year-old.
16-year-old Charleston White took the stand and testified against his friend, Antoine Doolittle, who sat just a few feet from him and listened intently.
Listen.
And then what happened?
He fired.
Doolittle is accused of gunning down 34-year-old Michael Levy of Irving.
Now listen, y'all remember what I just said to keep in mind? He said, we drove away laughing. Listen to what he says in his testimony.
Levy attempted to stop Doolittle, White, and 2 other teenagers accused of shoplifting 3 sports jackets and a baseball cap from an Arlington mall in September of 1991.
In the footage, he even recalled what they said to one another after it all went down to acquire a lighter sentence.
Said, look, you shot him.
And what did he do?
Started laughing.
Levy had been married only 4 days.
One more time.
And what did he do?
Started laughing. Said, look, you shot him.
What did he do?
Now, you just heard the interview when he said, we drove away laughing. In his testimony, he said, look, you shot him. And then his homie started laughing basically by himself, as if he wasn't laughing with him. That shows you how foul this nigga is. That shows you how foul this nigga is. He bragged about it in the interview, said we unalived him. I gave the gun to my homie, told him to do it, and we drove away laughing. But in his testimony, he made it seem like his homie just pow-powed him and just drove away laughing by himself. This shows you how fucking foul this nigga is.
Wait a minute.
That right off the bat, that lets me know he is the scum of the earth.
Levy had been married only 4 days when he was shot.
But I always had my dreams of my Prince Charming. I found him. And it's hard to believe, but I did. And I believe in fairy tales because he made my dreams come true. And they took that away.
White will be tested.
Okay, lady, I'm not gonna lie. Your husband took that away himself because he should have minded his fucking business. I'm gonna keep it. It's unfortunate that she lost her husband 4 days after being married. But if your husband would have just minded his fucking business, he'd still be here right now. Nobody told him to try to be fucking Superman and jump on the hood of a car that ain't got nothing to do with him. Trying to stop this, not his store. He don't work at the store. They didn't take it away from him. Your husband took it away from him. Took himself away from you. That's my opinion. He should have minded his fucking business. Now, like I said, it's unfortunate that the man died, and I'm not wishing death on him. I'm not saying, but when you think about it, it's his fault. He could have did what everybody else in that parking lot did and minded his goddamn business and let the police handle it. But no, he wanted to be a hero and jump on the hood of the car. That was his fault, in my opinion.
Testifying against all 3 of his buddies in exchange for a maximum sentence of 12 years. A juvenile.
He testified against all 3 of the other people in the car when he's the one that pulled the gun out, handed it to his homie, instructed his homie to do the pew-pewing, and then testified on all of them. That don't show you his character?
The criminal judge reduced the charge from capital murder to murder against Doolittle, so the teenager faces from 5 years to life in prison if he's found guilty.
Where everyone seemed content to let him tell on gangbangers in real time today, the fact that he snitched on everyone in a crime he also committed is the final straw for some people. But others are still on the belief that he did what was right, even if it meant throwing his friends under the bus. Wow, they really tried to suppress this because I always knew he ratted, but I never had the proof. He didn't rat. He told the truth. He did the right thing. Bro, this is the definition of snitching. He did a crime with someone and that crime escalated to murder. It doesn't matter if you knew they were going to kill someone that day. When you agree to participate in criminal activity, you take whatever may happen in the act. You can't dictate what your co-defendants are going to do or not.
He didn't agree to participate. He was the mastermind. Trip C's trying to say that for him. She's been saying that for a whole year. He was the mastermind.
You are the mercy of the decisions of the people you commit crimes with. Despite everything that's gone down and how it's changed some people's opinions of him, Charleston maintained that he still doesn't care, and now that he's got money, the whole thing is irrelevant.
Like I said, we saw the snitch video. So everybody saw it. It's been on the news before. Just as you saw it, you still broke. It don't change nothing. You still broke. I'm still rich. I'm still getting booked. It don't change nothing. Yeah, it don't change nothing. We seen the snitch video. So everybody's seen it before you seen it. It used to be on the news. I keep telling y'all, I made the news before. All what y'all doing, people I already seen. So what you seen it? You think they gonna stop booking me? You think they gonna stop interviewing me? You think people gonna stop? No, you still gonna be poor, and I'm still gonna be the rich and famous.
You know what tells me that none of these platforms have integrity? Because he literally told the public that these niggas ain't got integrity. They're going to still keep booking me. And you dumb motherfuckers still keep booking. They don't care. He basically said they don't care if I'm a snitch. They don't care if I'm a foul ass nigga. They want their views. That's basically what he's saying right now. And you dumbasses turn around and still book it. Fucking idiots.
In all likelihood, Charleston is probably right in this case. Because unless people like Sean Cotton, who've interviewed him time and time again, decide that they won't be giving him a platform anymore, or until the views drop off, it simply won't matter. And when you really consider everything else that he's gotten away with, it's likely that the story of him snitching long ago won't make a great deal of difference. Because when you look back, this is far from the only thing he's done, which hints to the true darkness that resides within him. When Charleston discusses his issues with gangs, rappers, and everything in between, it's always through the lens that he wants to do what's best for his community.
A lot of people on the internet like to say you're racist, like you don't like black people.
The black people don't like black people. Who all the rappers talking about killing? How they gonna say I'm racist when I don't never say let's kill? The rap nigga, every song he make is about a black person. Who more racist than a rapper? Who more racist than a rapper?
However, what his defenders generally miss out is that he seems to have deep disdain for every other community. In fact, to be frank, Charleston is a racist. Across the course of his countless rants online, Charleston has unveiled a whole host of prejudices which have proven that he can't exactly be the role model that some like to depict him as. Among the races that have come under the most fire from Charleston is the Asian community, who he has subjected to straight up hate speech.
I don't eat Chinese food. Only time I ever wanted some Chinese food was at a bathhouse. Chinese sex aid. I wouldn't dare. Yeah. Chinese people ain't so good. Yeah, I eat Chinese people. Shit, I don't give a fuck about China, man. Chinese people. I think Chinese stores should be robbed. I think Chinese women should be brutally by big, well-hung black men that hate Chinese women. China Mac. I think Chinese babies should be nigga and keep.
Bro, not only did he say he thinks Chinese stores should be robbed, that's one thing, but he said Chinese women should be brutally raped, and he said Chinese babies should be raped brutally. Matter of fact, I'll let him say it himself. Oh, this nigga did his homework.
Brutally by big, well-hung Chinese people. I think Chinese stores should be robbed. I think Chinese women should be brutally by big, well-hung black men that hate Chinese women. Fuck China Mac. I think Chinese babies should be nigga and keep used as alligator bait.
Not only did he say Chinese babies should be raped, they need to be killed, raped, and used as alligator bait. This is y'all leader. All you Charleston White fans out there, this is y'all leader. This is the man that y'all look to for entertainment. Hassan has never even said anything that fucking foul. He said Chinese babies should be brutally raped, unalived, and used for alligator bait. And you dumb motherfuckers let him get away with it. Not the people in this chat. We know it ain't y'all. Why would you want to interview a man who even says anything like this? How could you stand in the same room with a man who says he any race of babies should be murdered and raped and used for alligator bait. From now on, yo, any nigga that even stands in the room with him, I don't respect you. I don't. I can't get behind. I can't respect no nigga that is sit and stand next to a nigga that would say something like that. I can't. I'm sorry. If you interview this nigga, you's a weirdo in my you was already a weirdo before this. But this solidifies it. You's a fucking weirdo. Who does that? And what 50-year-old man gets mad at one Asian person and then start condemning the whole race and their babies to such foul activities? And you niggas stand next to him, interviewing him, laughing and chuckling it up. You fucking weirdos. 32 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Hey, y'all, let me check those likes. Fucking weirdos, man. This shit started pissing me off. I ain't gonna lie. Come on, y'all. 20 likes, 32 people in the building. Get those likes up. Even though he needs to be used as alligator bait. I'm not going to say the other parts, but you know what I'm going. Everything that he just said that needs to happen to those babies needs to happen to him. Expeditiously.
A move that really ruffled feathers among the Asian community. It was a scenario which China Mac was ready to throw hands over.
Saw this video this clown Charleston White just made, right? And before I go any further, let me say this. Let me make this very clear. Charleston White don't speak for all black people. He don't. This ain't a black and Asian thing. This is a Charleston White thing. So we gonna keep it on Charleston White. Charleston White, you a right?
And I fucks with China Mac for saying that. He straight up said this ain't no black and Asian thing. This is a Charleston White thing. Because he don't speak for us. He speaks for himself.
You got a lot of foul stuff to say about my people, and we gonna hold you accountable for that. Facts. April 30th, you're gonna be in New York City, right? You got a show at the Gramercy Theater, right? With academics, right? Academics, you stand by this, bro? Are you co-signing this? You co-signing this racism, this rhetoric, this bullshit? Is you co-signing that? Because inquiring minds want to know, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
As a matter of fact, everybody that interviewed this man after that co-signed it.
Saying Gramercy Theater, right? April 30th, right? Say less.
Ever since then, he's been locked in an ongoing battle with the Asian community over their use of the N-word. And there's no signs of it slowing down anytime soon. But they're far from the only group to get his wrath. Recently, he's been actively advocating for war crimes in the case of Russia versus Ukraine.
I just want to say to everybody, Ukraine. Yeah, we don't give a damn about Vladimir Putin going over there, bombing them people. All year long, you ain't said nothing about Ukraine. Fuck Ukraine. Yeah, we don't give a damn about Russia or Ukraine. Not no.
As well as
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a being. In my opinion, we don't really give a fuck about it, but it didn't need to be said out loud. I mean, we got issues of our own. We're being oppressed in our own country. So, yeah, he's right. We don't give a fuck about it. But it didn't need to be said out loud, and it didn't need to be said like that. Yeah, just let me finish this video and I'm all right.
Expressing his love of various historic dictators along the way.
Yeah. I'm a fan of Vladimir Putin. I think he's the baddest world leader in the world. And said I like him and Kim Jong. Yeah, and
Kim Jong. See, this is how you know he just said it for shock value, and he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, and he just wanted to go against the grain. You didn't even know Kim Jong-un's name. How you a fan of a nigga and you don't even know his name? You just wanted to say that. That's that young Pharaoh shit. That's that young Pharaoh shit right there. It's a YouTube on YouTube crime. Yeah. Nothing to do with me. This thing is stupid. I think Charleston White was touched in jail and now he's angry at all black people. He might be.
Gaddafi. But yeah, Ukraine. Blow it up. Yeah, we don't
He angry at the world.
Yeah, them people. And who die over there tonight. We don't give a damn about none of that.
However, it's nothing compared to what he had to say about Indian people.
Love from India. Get your ass out of here. You one of them red dot sand, red dot forehead. Yeah. You got y'all, get out of here, red dot head. Don't like you people neither. I don't like Indians. I don't know what to be. I don't like Indians.
Oh, wow.
Y'all stink and y'all fools stink too. Nigga, my grandma no man now. Y'all are some of the most distrustful niggas in the world too. You want an Indian with them red dots on your head. I don't like none of that shit.
While he's also shown some real ignorance around black people of the Islamic faith.
The black Muslims.
This is how you treat people when they show you love. The Indian boy did nothing to him. I can see if the Indian boy came in there and said something like trolling wise or something like that. The nigga said love from India and he went and attacked the whole race. He talked about black folks being angry and young black men being angry. I've yet to see none of these YNs be as angry and as hateful as him. I've yet to see. Yeah. No. Say. Yeah. Fucking 50-year-olds talks like that. I don't know nobody down south that did. Yeah. Say. Yeah. Fucking Trip C's from down south. You don't hear her saying that shit.
Over here is broken in spirit. They ain't no motherfucking bomber kind of. They ain't gonna kill nobody in the name of the religion. Yeah, they'll beat you up. Yeah, they'll jump on you. These Muslims over here ain't gonna take no airplane and run it into no motherfucking building. These black Muslims, when they
isn't that a good thing? Isn't that a good thing? He making it seem like it's a bad thing. He said, how are you condemning Muslims because they don't want to kill innocent people, black Muslims, because they don't want to kill innocent people over a religion? So you're condemning black people for having the sense to not want to kill or unalive innocent people over a religion. Wow.
Embrace Islam, you don't see no real transformation in their actions. These remain the same. Yeah, they give up.
That's bullshit. I know plenty of Islamic people who changed their whole life around. Their entire life around. Look at the bull from Bad Boy, Loon. Nigga's a whole fucking preacher. What do you mean? I know thousands, hundreds of Islamic people who converted and changed their whole life around.
Well, eating pork, but they keep sucking. They keep eating ass. They'll stick their tongue in any hole's mouth.
And in turn, it has led to one of many accusations that he is a hypocrite who constantly contradicts himself. 1 minute, this guy is defending Palestinian Muslims. Next minute, he says some ignorant shit like this. I can't take this guy seriously. He don't know the difference between Nation of Islam and Islam. However, he's clearly intent on offending every trace of people possible, because he's unveiled some anti-Semitic tendencies too, after a stream with Aiden Ross went wrong.
The Jews, no, we the real motherfucking Jews. The nappy hat,
that was in chains. Fuck them Jews. The Holocaust was fake. Yeah, the Holocaust was some made up shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they made up some shit. That shit like Valentine's Day and Christmas.
So you mean to tell me the pictures of the hundreds, maybe thousands of bodies in a ditch was fake? You mean to tell me that the pile of bones that was stacked so high that it was taller than me was fake? You mean to tell me the countless stories of people hiding and that was fake? Oh, wow. They got pictures of people who's fucking so thin in them concentration camps. So thin that you can see every bone in their body, the outline of the bone. Like you can see every detail of their bones because they were being starved so much. You mean to tell me that, yo, this nigga is wild.
Made up. Fuck you talking about when Jesus was born, it wasn't even no December. The Holocaust is fake, y'all. Aiden and his family them is some lying motherfuckers, and I rock with Hitler. I'm a Hitler-loving motherfucker. They gonna treat me like this, fly me out here. I love Hitler. Hi, motherfucker Hitler. The mother.
You see what I mean? He petty. Because he had an attitude with Aiden Ross, he suddenly loves Hitler. This is the mentality of a 12-year-old. This is not an intelligent, informative man. This is an ignorant, immature jackass, if you want to call him that. That's what that is. It's not an intelligent, informative community activist. What community activist spreads hate? Even Malcolm X didn't spread no hate, and he was pure pro-black. This is a degenerate, ignorant jackass. Nothing more, nothing less.
Jews ain't suffer what the suffer. You ain't never seen a Jew hanging from a motherfucking tree like they used to.
This left Aiden shook to his core.
Don't even entertain that shit. Bro, what the fuck, bro? No, that's insane, X.
With all of that hate in his heart, it's clear that Charleston isn't afraid to take on anyone, nor is he worried about who he offends in the process either. But
and that's the part that bothers me, is he's always talking about the hatred that these young boys got, and I haven't seen anybody spew as much hatred as him.
shockingly, it's not just humans of all creeds and colors that are subjected to his crazed behavior, because among the most disgusting of his behavior is the way he's treated animals. Over the course of his IG lives, Charleston...
Y'all, now put a 1 in the chat if y'all was here when I said Charleston White is a serial killer, and I asked y'all about, do serial killers start off torturing animals? Put a 1 in the chat if you was here when I said that.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Don't worry, I'll wait. Put a 1 in the chat if you was here when I said that. I believe he's a serial killer. Now, this is the reason why. Because if you look up the history of serial killers, they all have a habit of torturing and unaliving animals. Listen to this.
All creeds and colors that are subjected to his crazed behavior, because among the most disgusting of his behavior is the way he's treated animals. Over the course of his IG lives, Charleston has hinted at his distaste for household pets, and hinted that he was happy to even his wife's dog.
Listen, but say it again, baby. When our dog see me, what he do? Turn around. Look, this how much I mistreat the dogs and cats. When the dog see me, them will go the other way. If he be at this door right now and he see I'm home, he won't even come in the house. So, I mistreat the
You think
shit
it's
out of
funny?
him.
In the house, he want to go outside.
And if I come home and the dog in the house, he want to go outside. That's a clear sign that I do mistreat animals, and I do it like. So yeah, you animals, I to all kind of shit. I put firecrackers in ass for 4th of July.
But
he said he put firecrackers in kittens' asses for 4th of July. That is the mind of a serial killer. Now, add up all the factors. He's unalived somebody before. He talks about raping women. He said Chinese babies should be raped and used for alligator bait, and he torturing animals. Is that not the making of a fucking serial killer? Is that not the making of a serial killer? Jada, what's up? 32 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Support the channel. Hit the Cash App. Hit the PayPal. We got 5 on Loud Pack. Put something on it.
considering he said beforehand that his character is a gimmick to a certain degree, people who supported him would have acted like this whole thing was just part of his persona, until it became clear that he really does mistreat animals at a moment's notice. At one point, footage emerged of him trying to get a dog high.
He gonna be wobbling in the bit. Say that I'm getting the dog full of goddamn dope. They hide the animal. It's on video. They ain't never said we couldn't get the dogs high. You talking about they ain't feeling no pain. Remember, yo, watch it here, y'all. Watch it. Remember, yo, he don't want no more. No.
But this was nothing compared to when he was arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and cruelty to animals stemming from an incident with his mace on a cat.
I don't give a fuck about macing no fucking cat. Mom can't tell me what to do with my stray cats. If I want to keep them, I can. If I want to cook them, can't nobody tell me what I can do with my stray cats on my land. A Jim cat. Here, I try to keep one every day. He can't do nothing about it.
He tries to unalive one every day.
Mason cat, he in pain. Come save him. Help him. He needs some help. Here, get it. That needs some help. Help him.
From that point on, he lost more and more supporters, as while they could abide by a lot of his hateful antics, targeting defenseless creatures was too far.
And this shows you how sick his followers are. This nigga said Asian women need to be raped. Asian babies need to be raped and used for alligator bait. That was cool. But torturing animals is where they draw the line. His followers are sick too. His followers are very sick too. This nigga torturing animals, but using babies as alligator, raping babies and using them as alligator bait wasn't crossing the line. What type of shit is that? That's when you draw the line. He said use Chinese babies for alligator bait and they need to be brutally raped. That was fine. But when he said, oh, fuck the dogs and the cats and he torture them, that's where you draw the line. This is the world we live in. I'm gonna have to save the what's the name segment for later on. The open panel. I'm gonna do the open panel tomorrow because my baby mom wanted me to watch a movie with the babies and get some popcorn and stuff. So I'm gonna finish this video. I'm gonna still finish this video, but I ain't gonna get to the other parts. I'm gonna have to do those tomorrow. I'm gonna do those tomorrow. I'm gonna just straight out do those, and I'm gonna have an open panel.
Damn it, I thought he was so funny and cool for being such a shit stirrer and using the law to back him up. But animal cruelty? I'm out. I will let a lot slide, but don't f with another species.
I will let a lot slide, meaning you let him talking about raping babies and use them for animal bait slide. But when you talk about hurting animals, that's where you draw the line. Whoever the fuck this is just as sick as he is.
I like them much more than the people you shit on. Released on bond following this incident, Charleston seems sure that he'd beat the case.
A record? Do you have a criminal record?
No, but I'm out on 2 felony bonds. Now I'm out of, I don't have no felony conviction, but I'm out on bond.
Then you're good then. You're good.
I ain't been convicted yet.
Okay, good. Well, what are your pending convictions, if you don't mind me asking? I'm not trying to be a fat, I'm just curious.
Yeah, for they said I maced a cat, and then I pulled a gun out on a gangbanger killer.
Yeah.
They just dropped one of the charges the other day, though.
I know you didn't do that, any of that stuff, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. It was a skit on YouTube, man, and the owner of the cat came out and said it was a skit. So we go to court. We have a hearing on the 29th to see how the charges drop.
Fire. Yeah, bro. Dude, I know you're like you're the least violent person I know, bro. Like, even when you and I were reenacting like that stuff in Vegas, it was all an act and skits anyway.
But in the view of OG Percy, the whole thing was simply proof that the system is trying to jam him up, or worse.
People have called in on Charleston and reported him to be.
Yeah, I'd be so disappointed in OG. I had so much respect for OG Percy. I had so much respect for him until this nigga started defending Charleston White. Like, bro, you've been to jail for decades, and they do not play great. They do not play that great shit in jail. So for you to defend this nigga after him saying that, I lost all respect for OG Percy. I used to fuck with him heavy. His battle rapping, I knew him from battle rapping before he did all his other shit.
That's crazy. When they start mixing you up like that, somebody trying to get down on you. Somebody trying to get down on you. He's been reported on 3 different things. Yeah, he ain't had no business going in there cooking that lady gold.
First of all, how you a
cruel
wearing red?
Man. That was that lady pet, man. You don't go in there and cook that lady goldfish like that and batter that fish up like that, man, and throw that fish in that skid. I guess he was hungry. He got him a cruelty to animals.
Now, Charleston being wrongly incarcerated would certainly be ironic, particularly because he seems unwilling to accept that anyone who winds up in jail isn't totally responsible for what they've done. And unfortunately, this extends to his views on victims of police brutality. While many people are deeply critical of the cops, part of Charleston's entire brand is actively shooting them bail whenever possible.
Why don't you say anything about police brutality?
When last time police done killed them?
That shit happens a lot. It may not be George Floyd media status,
every day.
But that shit happens a lot.
Okay, so I often look at those statistics. The police shoot more mentally ill white men than anybody. The white boy.
Where did you get those statistics from? Wait, the police shoot more mentally ill white people than they do black people? Where the fuck did you get that from? Where are these statistics? That's a crock of shit right there. There's no way in hell. If the police actually was shooting that many mentally ill white folks, that should have been all over the news. National news, not just local, national. There's no way. There's no fucking way. Jaded, can you fact check that for me? I'm pretty sure you know where to find it if it's out there. Can you check that for me, OG?
Mama who done called the police on him because he had to have. So if you look at the statistics, the police on the average shoot more white people than they do black people.
But
that's bullshit too. That's a crock of shit too.
It doesn't extend to just believing the institution of the police. Over the years, he has blamed the likes of George Floyd and Mike Brown for being killed at the hands of the authorities.
When did stop wanting to go to jail? And George Floyd just got in the car, homie, you're still.
He said, when did niggas stop wanting to go to jail? When did they start wanting? He said, no, that's not true. Yeah, I figured that. He said, when did niggas stop wanting to go to jail? When did we start wanting to go to jail? I looked it up years ago. Yeah, I figured that was bullshit. That would have been national news. if them just killing a regular nigga goes national news, them killing a mentally ill white person is going global news. But he said, when did niggas stop wanting to go to jail? When did we start? That's my question. When did we start? I don't know no nigga that want to go to jail.
Be a lie. I saw a video yesterday in the court that they played. The brother was saying it was a black man saying, "Say, brother, this." And George said, "Man, no, man, just get in the car, homie. And if you land on me like that, homie, I got a will to live. I ain't finna lay there peacefully and let you just peacefully me. I'm gonna flop. I'm gonna kick. I'm gonna spit. I wanna live."
But we saw the video and he wasn't flopping, he wasn't kicking, he wasn't spitting. So what does that matter? What the fuck? My coworker just sent me the funniest fucking video ever. He said church be lit. Oh my God, these niggas be sending me the funniest shit ever.
I saw a man that didn't have the will to live when I saw George Floyd die.
It's the same story
He
with
had a
Trayvon
will
Martin as
to
well,
live.
with Charleston basically praising his killer, George Zimmerman, as some sort of hero.
Trayvon Martin was an angry black kid that had to be sent to his father because he lacked discipline, grew up in a home with his single mother. Any well-behaved kid with manners that had respect of adults, once George Zimmerman approached him, whether he's right or wrong, as a child, this is an adult. You get off the phone with that fat-ass girlfriend you call.
Bro, at 15 years old, I was fighting grown fucking men. And if a grown man approached me the way George Floyd did, I would have reacted the same fucking way. What are you talking about? The man was following him. And I like the part where you leave out where the cops told George Floyd not to pursue him. You forgot that. I like how you left that out. This is how you know you just wanted to go against the grain, because you're leaving certain details out that wouldn't fit your narrative. And then you call somebody an angry black kid. No, you was an angry black kid. That's why you passed your homie. You coerced your homies into stealing. Then you gave your homie the pew pew and instructed him to unalive that white man. I think he's projecting his anger onto the black community and to the black youth, because I have yet to meet any of these youths that are angrier than him. You know why he called King Von the devil? Because he recognized King Von. He saw himself in King Von. He knew what type of person King Von was because he was King Von. Probably still is. He just ain't had a balls to do what King Von was doing. Even I'm not saying that none of the shit that King Von was doing was right, because I mean, King Von, he had it coming, whether you like it or not. The little nigga had it coming. But Charleston White is no different. He's no different than the people that he talks about. Kakalaka, what's up? 33 people in the building. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Like I said, we got 5 on the Loud Pack family. Still ain't get it. Get the Cash App at the PayPal.
Call your dad and say, "Hey, Dad, it's an adult around here that just stopped me." He says he's calling the police. Rather than doing that, he had an attitude, because as young black males in this country, we have an authority problem because we're walking around angry, displaced from our fathers.
That's not an authority problem. If some random white man comes up to you harassing you about some shit that you didn't do, you're going to have an attitude. That's not an authority problem. That's a stranger danger problem.
you, but we resent our mothers. He underestimated this kid, and he was looking for trouble, but by law, he was right. And he was judged by...
No, he wasn't right by law because the law told him not to pursue Trayvon. So by law, no the fuck where he wasn't right. The hell are you talking about? The police told him not to pursue Trayvon. By law, he was not right.
By his peers, so we can't say nothing once you're judged by your peers.
And this has been consistent throughout his run. Flash forward to today, he is now denying that Carmelo Anthony deserves any help from the black community after allegedly killing Austin McCaff in self-defense.
No wonder Dr. Kingdom could get some things and we can't. Because Dr. Kingdom said, hey, man, don't hit him back. Hey, man, don't hit him back. And no people...
And you left out the part where you said, where Dr. King said he led his people into a burning building. Let that part out too, right? Why? Because it didn't fit your narrative. You forgot where Dr. King said he led his people into a burning building. Meaning that peaceful shit ain't working. Trying to integrate wasn't working. And how do you hoop and holler about self-defense, 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 and then when the young boy, there's a case of self-defense, oh, he guilty. Get the fuck out of here, bro. White man come up here and slap Charleston White, he gonna do the same thing.
We got way more. Now this group say let's show kids. You hear about kids every day in the hood school getting bullied, but y'all have this much outrage for bullying. They have a no bullying month, but y'all don't have this much but now all of a sudden let's kill the bully. Most of y'all are bullies.
And in this instance, he is deemed to be a hypocrite for preaching self-defense one minute and condemning it the next, as if he didn't launch a pig poker to the head of an unarmed assailant or mace his boxing opponent.
You keep trying to fight. It's the difference between fighting and boxing. Yeah, they keep trying to tell you, I'm a motherfucking boxer. I don't do no motherfucking bar fight. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with you goddamn nigga. Yeah, I ain't with no motherfucking bar fight. I'm a motherfucking amateur professional boxer with the motherfucking USA Boxing Association. Don't put your motherfucking hands outside of me, outside no fucking boxing ring.
The dude was promoting the fight. They do it all the time. You just a fucking coward and you needed an excuse to back out of the fight. I remember this. He maced the dude who he was supposed to fight and backed out of the fight afterwards and used that as an excuse to back out. You didn't want to fight that nigga. You knew that nigga was going to beat you the fuck up. So when you got to the weigh-ins and they do the promoting, because they talk it over. You know they talk it over. You do a little shoving and just to, you know, rile up some suspense. He knew that was going to happen. So he maced the dude so he wouldn't have to fight him. Coward. Coward. You talk all this big shit, but when it come to doing something, you the first one to call the cops or grab a weapon. Loud mouth coward. I've been saying this shit from the very beginning. Him and Hassan Campbell are a bunch of fucking loud mouth cowards.
Because you talking about, I'm a sanctioned fighter. You trying to fight unsanctioned. I'm a professional.
He wasn't trying to fight. He wasn't trying to fight. All he did was shove you a little bit. And this how you know. This how you know. Look how quick he maced him. This how you know you was prepared to do it. How'd you get the mace out so fast? How'd you get the mace out so fast?
He didn't launch a pig poker to the head of an unarmed assailant or mace his boxing opponent.
Why would you, first of all, why are you showing up to a boxing weigh-in with mace? How'd you get it out your pocket so fast? Because it was intentional. Straight pulsy. Straight coochie. That nigga straight duck. Straight cooter. Who shows up to a fight weigh-in with mace in their pocket? And how'd you get it out your pocket so fast? because you had it in your hand the whole entire time because you knew that the shoving was going to come and you needed a way out. Coward.
Keep trying to fight. It's the difference between fighting and boxing. Yeah, I keep trying to tell you, I'm a motherfucking boxer. I don't do no motherfucking bar fights. Yeah, I know what's wrong with these goddamn niggas. Yeah, I ain't with no motherfucking bar fighting. I'm a motherfucking amateur professional boxer with the motherfucking USA Boxing Association. Don't put your motherfucking hands outside of me, outside no fucking boxing ring. Cause you talking I'm a sanctioned fighter. You trying to fight unsanctioned. I'm a professional amateur motherfucking fighter now. Keep it motherfucking hand. Didn't know I got your motherfucking Mace boxing glove. I got your motherfucking Mace boxing glove too. Keep your motherfucking hand. Wasn't no referee there.
And at this point, he doesn't even like being pressed verbally. As in one recent podcast, he just fled after he didn't like how the questioning was being carried out.
Nigga, what's wrong with you? Like, what you be on? Like, what's your angle? Like the way, like, what you?
I'm angry.
I figured.
I wake up just like the rest of you. Shoot up the neighborhood. I wake up angry just like everybody else. Go to.
Okay, so how dare you sit there and judge all those other angry niggas that you claim wake up angry and shoot the neighborhood when you just told us that you feel the same way. See, this is what I mean, the hypocrisy. He acts as if he's above all the shit that he talks about when he does everything that he talks about. He's always talking about all these killings and this, that, and the third, and the rappers this. None of the rappers that you're talking about killed anybody. None of the rappers that he talked about did half of the shit that he does.
The club that don't pay attention to no people.
Except for King Nam.
Say there go them whole ass. I ain't no different than that.
How you angry nigga and always popping your shit like you a happy?
And you won't let me answer. You asked me a question.
But you on some police shit. I asked you something. You go with
your first question was.
What's the first question? Let me see if my old ass got it in there.
Get them back their money. They won't let me answer the question. Get them back their money.
He did let you answer the question. He asked you, said your first question was, he said what the first question was. You was just mad that you couldn't out argue these niggas. See, that's Charleston White thing. He's good at arguing. And when he can't out argue somebody, he shuts down and wants to stop the interview. I noticed that he does that a lot. He loves arguing with niggas. But when he can't out argue them niggas, he shuts the interview down.
Hey man, get your old ass back. Hey, get your sensitive ass back over here.
Man, get back that money. Let's go. Ask me 50 questions at one time.
But the last person who'd be liable to see it that way is Charleston White. At this point, it's clear that the Texas native is stubborn in his beliefs and has no interest in changing his mind, which is exactly why he has no problem blurting out wild homophobic remarks without hesitation.
I can target sexuality just like I target gangsters. Nothing, y'all aren't exempt just because y'all gay. We can pick on gay people. We can pick on disabled people. We can pick on gay people.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of agree with him on this one. I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of agree with him on this one. How is everybody else allowed to be picked on, but when it comes to gay folks and Jews, it's unacceptable? Or anti-Semitic or homophobic. I do kind of agree with him on this one. Like, everybody gets jokes told about them, but when it comes to Jewish people and gay people, it's anti-Semitic or homophobic. But they can dish it out to anybody else. But if you say something back, you're homophobic or anti-Semitic. I do kind of agree with that. I kind of agree with that. Now, keyword, kind of agree with it.
We can pick on y'all too.
You got any gay friends?
No.
You listen to any gay artists?
No.
So what about after the day?
Oh.
What you think about that?
Now, listen. Now, he just contradicted himself. I just caught that. Now listen what the boy said. He said, "Did you listen to any gay artist?" He said, "No." Watch what he says later on.
We can pick on y'all too.
Like in this same conversation.
No.
You listen to any gay artists?
No.
So what about after the day?
What
you think about that?
Well, she's with me. So if she ain't no good and her music ain't no good, I'm gonna pick on her just like I do the other rappers.
Oh, no, you ain't gonna pick on this.
What?
If it's good, if it's good.
Hold on. It's only like 5 minutes left.
I like good music. Luther Vandross gay, and I listen to him.
Okay.
I do got some against gay community. I think I do have against the gay community. I think the gay.
Now y'all literally just heard this nigga say he don't listen to no gay artists, but then turn around in the same breath and said Luther Vandross gay and I listen to him. Weirdo.
Gay community is trying to push gayism off on everybody, even though we don't. Y'all are trying to make us accept it. So yeah, I got a problem with the gay community. I do.
Why you gonna blame the gay
What make you feel like we?
Because what you mean? Because so why? So if it's a choice, then why don't they let us tease them? Just like that. So everybody else get teased in this world, right?
What I'm saying.
So why can't gay people? Listen. So listen. Why do my beliefs matter?
They letting people choose.
I ain't got nothing to do with things. I hate it. So why do my beliefs matter? I don't respect nothing.
But of all the dark and sinister things he's admitted to on video or claimed he's done in the past, none are quite as hard for even his followers to stomach than his proud claims of abusing women. Over the years, Charleston has made it pretty evident that he isn't exactly a model husband. However, he claims that his constant cheating is tolerated by his wife.
There's some women still put the Lord on it.
His wife definitely.
That's probably why I went to jail.
Yeah. That's why I tell me, baby, stop praying shit. Yeah, that's probably why I went to jail.
This nigga cheated on his wife out in the open. She's still with this nigga. His wife desperate as shit.
Yeah, she said, baby, I just pray about it. I come home, Bible be open sometime. I come in the house, nigga, she listen to that gospel shit. Oh, man. And nervous, dead. Yeah, so she just turned me over to the Lord, like Mama used to say. Yeah. Baby, they said I'm back home. Have I ever left home, baby?
Never left.
I just went and got another spot.
However, that's barely scratching the surface here, as he's also claimed in the past that he has no issues with hitting women if he has to.
I went to 7 strip club last night. There wasn't no police around. King Von's sister wasn't ready to go meet Vaughn, and they were gonna be hugging and rubbing their elbows together. Had that little girl hit me. Yeah.
You talking about killing King Von's sister?
Turn by, bitch, she pow. Had my wife daughter. My wife daughter slapped me. I knocked her head off her shoulder.
But unfortunately,
and your wife daughter dad should have unalived you for it. You just heard what he just said? His wife daughter just hit him, and he said he popped her and almost knocked her head off her shoulder. So you not only do you beat women, you beat on young women.
Fortunately, things get even darker from here, as in various interviews, he's spoken out about how he took advantage of women in the past.
Oh man, no, just sitting here talking to these people, telling about when I was just one girl one time. Could come home with me, let me heat on up. We worked together. She was allowed to me. She let me. She let me eat on up. And then when I get ready to stick it in, she say no. So I took it.
Wow.
That's what I told her about this.
Man, admitting to raping somebody.
You got in our mentally. If it I do some psychological, it all warns what to do. I'm a man that strongly believe that some women need their whooping they too. So I'll advocate too for some people. Some just need to.
Wow.
So you get your ass out of here if you got a problem with what I say.
So what? I done before. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Great before.
That I done took some before. I'm still getting booked for shows. I just left Nashville. I'm over by y'all.
That shows the integrity of the people that still interview him. He said, I done took Cooter before, and people still booking me.
Oh, right by Canada. There go Canada right there. Look, I'm right by Canada. There go Canada right there, apple and peach. Who cares about a fat white rock?
y'all. Nigga, I'm having so much goddamn fun. Getting booked for shows. When I leave here, guess where I'm going? Another state. I'm booked, brother. So who get that Charleston White and took it before?
As part of his larger hatred of other races, he's even claimed he did this as an act of revenge.
I don't give a damn about no monetization. You don't even say juice. You don't even say juice. Say, you can't even talk to it like me. You can't even talk to it like me. I stood over a white man and watched him die when I was a kid. I'm an online brag about white hole. You can't even speak to me. You won't even.
He said he stood over the white man as if he did it proudly as a thug or something. Nigga, you didn't stand over the man. First of all, you gave the gun to your homie and had him do it, and then turn around and snitched on him. But you won't hear bragging as if you was on some gangster shit and you just unalived the man and stood over top. You did not stand over top of the nigga. You did not see the nigga. You did not see the man take his last breath.
Say the word Jew, boy. So like you can't even talk to no like me. And I know what a white boy look like when he died, take his last breath, like they used to do to me.
No, you don't. You know what a white boy look like when he's shot. That's it.
I'm the first in America to ever come on any platform and brag about white women. What you gonna say to me?
Naturally,
he's bragging about raping women.
This has disgusted people who can't understand how anyone could stand idly by and defend that kind of behavior, let alone brag about it. Instead, Charleston has acted like it wasn't a big deal.
And I tell them everything they want to hear so I can tell them everything they need to hear. This is what redemption look like, man. Not the internet persona, mother. This is what redemption really looks like, right? Because I wanted to kill. I wanted to be gangster. I wanted to take your daughter. If she came over here to my home, she go all of us. We thought that was the culture, right? Run a train on the bitch. So,
but to some people, this was the final straw.
I don't know about you, but my nigga has never had his girlfriend come over, and we all thought we should take the Gucci. Or any woman. I don't know what fucking culture he talking about. That's just sick motherfuckers like him that think that's culture. Because that is not black culture.
Prompting an enraged D.L. Hughley to call him out on DJ Vlad.
I don't understand how some of these things happen. Like, I don't begrudge anybody having an opinion. When somebody talks about a baby and
baby
because they have a beef with somebody and people think that that's acceptable, how
exactly how fucked up is the world when nigga got a beef with somebody and he start talking about raping the women and the babies in that person's race, and it's acceptable.
Does that happen?
Well, he had a comedy show that same weekend in New York.
I've been doing comedy a long time, and I think everything's fun. I don't think.
Yeah, I didn't realize DL Hughley was as old as he is.
But when you tell me, and if there were a punchline, whether I liked it or not, I'd get it.
Well, but it wasn't said in the context of a joke.
It wasn't at all.
With this kind of outlook, it's no surprise that he's recently defended Diddy, essentially advocating for domestic abuse in the process.
Well, I just want to say this. In some relationships, some people like fighting and making up. Shit, I know mine and my uncle did. And then just think, man, they was and getting high together. They blowing coke, ain't doing much. Now, don't act like Cassie don't like to fucking freak. And I'm sure, man, come on now. Nah, man, y'all ain't finna trick me to go against Diddy because he was whooping his bitch. In mighty fact, she ain't come out and said it.
But this whole situation also provides another situation where he seems to have contradicted himself. After all, how could someone be responsible for all of that and then condemn Blueface's treatment on Krishan Rock?
Say, boy, Blueface, I got to give you coin. You are the modern day Ike Turner. Because there is no other musician, there is no other artist.
The only person I have heard talk about beating and raping women, which Ike Turner did, is you. You are the modern day Ike Turner.
Who I see fill the shoes of an abusive lover. I just want to remind you, young brother, cuz whoever you is or what you is, you're abusing those girls. Or you are demonstrating
Right, I ain't never had to take no
foul
proof. It was always given.
and most disrespectful behavior that any black man can display publicly to his baby mama. The shame that you bring to this little girl, I wouldn't be surprised if your baby have some emotional trauma that your child is dealing with, because you do know that whatever the mother feels while she's pregnant, the children, by way of the umbilical cord, feels what the mother feels.
By now, it's clear that Charleston White will say anything imaginable to stay in the public eye.
Yeah, at this point, he's just saying whatever. What I'm learning from this video is he learned that saying the most offensive shit gets him the most views, whether it's negative or positive. And he's willing to say whatever negative shit or positive shit he can to get views. And that's, where's their integrity? Everybody looks at this man as if he has integrity. From this video, have you seen any shred of integrity or intelligence or a civilized person that he claims to be? Just put it in. Have you seen any integrity or any intelligence or anything civilized? Because he claims he act like he's more intelligent than everybody in the black community. He act like he's more civilized, and he act like he has more integrity. Have you seen any of that in this video?
The problem is that by now, people are getting desensitized to it. Nothing someone says can be exactly shocking when you're dealing with a man so hateful. He even has smoke for infants. Most recently, Island Boy's Fly Soldier's child.
I'm gonna make fun of you and your baby.
Hey, ass, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You receding hairline, bitch ass. Shut the fuck up. You wanna be a young so bad. You're scared because you're gonna get your ass beat. You're scared because you're gonna get your ass beat. That's cool.
The baby still got a chance. It's just stuck in that.
You talk about my nephew, I'll smack the shit out of you. I'll smack you. I'll smack you, boy. You're a snitch. How am I gonna respect you? You testify and understand you. You're a snitch, and you pepper spray people.
The situation led him to being confronted by the kid's mother, only for him to refuse to back down, as always.
Girl like little bitty boy up out the show.
And you talk about our child and you get your ass beat, huh? Yeah, you talk about our child saying he's little.
He's drunk.
Hey, yeah. God damn. I thought there was Drewski walking by.
Hey, this dude's fuck nigga. You's a real fuck nigga. Alright, it's like literally 2 minutes left. I'm about to stop it like right now.
The baby's still ugly. I'll give a damn what she says. Yeah, it don't take away from what that baby look like. Just hopefully.
First of all, you in the suit. You in the club with a suit. This is how you knew he was a fuck nigga from the rip.
The baby grow up to be something better than what his daddy looked like and behave much better. Yeah, fucking me about her baby. She know what that baby looked like. She raped me. I didn't.
Throughout the course of his time as a notable figure online, Charleston has proven that he'll do or say anything without remorse or concern. But clearly, there are times where he's gone too far. And now, we reach the point where he has so many enemies that they even pay for a chance to jump him at one of his comedy shows.
Yeah, niggas paid to catch this nigga. They tackled the shit out of this nigga. And this is when Dubuck ran on him.
And in the eyes of people like Boosie, there's only so long he can outrun everything he's said and done.
Yeah,
before it all
you're not gonna be able to outrun everything.
There's gonna be consequences behind it.
Everything you do is gonna have consequences.
Like that's just life, bro. Like you can't expect to say. I would just say, for example, you just say fuck every Asian. I hope every Asian die. And going into the biggest Asian city in the world and not expect nothing to happen.
Right.
Like it's.
And hey, Boosie, right? The shit is going to catch up to him. He think now because he hasn't been touched in all these years that they're not gonna catch up to him. One of these niggas is gonna catch up to him. Hey, bro, I'm about to end it. I just saw you calling too. I'm about to end it. My big mom wanted me to go watch a movie with the kids, so I couldn't even get into the subject that I wanted to pull you up here for. I'm about to end this joint. I know you heard me. My big mom already started the movie. I gotta hurry
There's
up.
consequences about a lot of stuff you do in life, and that's just life.
I didn't forget about you. I was gonna call you when I got to the segment
here, and the diabolical things he's admitted to. It's always a huge miscalculation when he said he's ultimately trying to make it as a star.
I'm on her bullshit. Why you taking me serious?
I ain't forget about you, bro.
To the phone. I'm trying to get into Hollywood.
Hey, yo, hey, chat. Y'all remember that co-worker that I told you about? That's the life of the whole factory. That's him. Romano, this my main man right here. It's my motherfucking nigga. This my ace boo coon right here. Remember I told y'all that he cussed the one that, you know, you can't be mad at. He's like the life of the fucking whole job. That's who I was talking about. That cussed out the lead. That's him.
I'm reenacting President's Day.
That's my ace boo coon right there.
It's called content creation.
But there's no way he's gonna outrun what he said to integrate into Hollywood. With the kind of baggage he brings to the table, there isn't a company on earth that would invest in Charleston long term. So instead of professing to the movies like he believes he can, he's stuck doing whatever interview comes his way forever. And now he has to do
that nigga's never getting in Hollywood.
Do it looking over his shoulder. Because whether it's an Asian Crip, an animal rights campaigner, or the parents of a kid he's called ugly, this man has a world full of odds.
I told you about you.
Slipping.
Hey, bro, I told him about you. This is my nigga right here. But let me stop this right here before y'all get me in trouble. I'm already in deep water. Bro, no. Let me stop this right here. Bro, I got you though. I'm doing that joint tomorrow. But she calling me. I'm about to get in trouble. So let me go watch this movie with them. And I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Peace. See y'all when I see you. Peace.